I can't get caught in the trap of trading time for money. I'll never get to where I want to go.
I think guys like us, that's why we're built different, is that it's never enough. And I think that is something that might not be healthy, but it might be also a dysfunction, causes a high performing person to be successful.
People want the results, right? They want to be in good shape. They want their body to be a certain whatever it is, but they're just not willing to do 50 minutes of exercise 4 times a week, And I'm just thinking in my head, I was like, damn, like how can people go through their lives and just not care enough about themselves to invest that chunk of time? So,
Hey.
You said you had a big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, I start off my BNI meeting that I do weekly. Mm-hmm. And after
What's
that,
BNI for the listeners who may not know?
Business Networking International. It is a networking group. And there are chapters all over the place. There's probably multiple chapters in your county right now. What it is, each chapter has a certain number of business owners or businesses in it, and there can only be one category per business. And you meet every day, or not every day, sorry, once a week at the same time, at the same location. And what it is you focus around passing each other work. And it's like, I like to think about it as like my mastermind group that I meet every Thursday at 7 a.m. And they're basically walking salesmen for me. It's really cool. You get to learn a lot about giving and, business and receiving, seeing how other people grow their business. Because each week, one person gets to present their business for 10 minutes. And each week we all get to do 45-second commercials on our business.
What percentage of your business do you think comes from BNI?
I would say at least between 30 to 40%.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good chunk.
Great return.
That's great.
On investment.
Yeah. Is it good for all businesses, you think, or only certain kinds?
I think it's good for every business. There's people in the chapter that haven't gotten a referral in a long time.
Yeah.
But all it takes is one referral for it to make sense.
Like a snowball effect.
Like a snowball, it could.
Well, no, you're saying one referral could pay for the membership.
Right. So there's, like someone like a financial advisor, right, that only deals with multi-million-dollar accounts. Mm-hmm. That guy's going to probably wait a while before somebody finds him a referral. But when they do, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to be in it. Me, I detail cars, ceramic coatings. I'm a really easy referral. So every week, it's like I'm just picking up business.
Yeah,
which is nice.
So maybe if you're a business owner and you're looking for extra ways to connect with other individuals and generate new leads for your business, it might be something to look into.
100%. I've learned, dude, that's where I had my business coaching. That's where I have my CPA, my business insurance, my health insurance. Realtor, like anytime I need a resource, there's already those people in my chapter. And if that business is not in my chapter, I can look at other chapters. Because if they're in a BNI group, more than likely they really care about their business. Because I think to be in a BNI chapter, because of the time commitment and the financial commitment, it makes people, it attracts people that care about their business.
Yeah. So what else you got going on besides the meeting?
So it's also a BNI training. Right after BNI, I'm going to become a director consultant. So I'm training to become a director consultant for other chapters. And basically what I'll be popping in and out of certain chapters that are getting formed and just kind of teaching them how to work together and how it goes and kind of guiding the chapter as it's being built.
Nice. That's your whole day tomorrow?
No, and then afterwards, I got to go take care of a client with 2 cars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So you're spending a large portion of your day working on the business and not in the business. Both. You're doing both, but
it's a little bit of both. And also then at night, I have a dinner with that I got invited by some clients, and then I get to network with their friends and clients because it's, pretty much my niche of clients, my people, my demographic.
Yeah.
Demographic, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anybody with
Love that. Yeah. So what was the highlight of your week last week?
Last week?
Yeah, well, it's been 2 weeks since we've met, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me what was
We do so much.
You know, my family
I'm
and I
closing my eyes because I have to rewind.
rewind back. My family and I, when we have dinner, we sit down and have dinner. It's a rarity, but when we do, we say, "What was the best part of your day?"
I do too.
You know,
Isn't it
and
cool?
there's always some great answers that come up.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you that. You know, what was the best part of the past 2 weeks for you?
Oh my gosh, dude,
We're not cutting that out.
that's fine. I just
Does it smell?
hasn't hit me yet, so it's probably
I think it's all bark and no bite.
yeah. You've been eating healthy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to go down that hole.
That's a seltzer fart. There's no smell, dude. No taste. So this weekend, I started working, and then a storm came through and it canceled my day, and I think I needed it, and because the way that the day worked out afterwards was the perfect day.
Yeah.
I did one client. It was a really easy car. They were really happy. They parked the car in the garage, and as I'm going to the next one, it started raining, so the client canceled. But then somebody from another BNI chapter, actually, this is why it's my favorite. She's a bookkeeper in another chapter, and she just bought a brand new car, and her son spilt a milkshake. I think he dropped it, so it landed on something in the car. It hit the ceiling, and it also went all over the carpeting.
That's so good.
And it's all white interior. So she reached out to me and said, "Hey, does your business clean interior of cars?" And I was like, "Yeah, but we're not available. This is way too last minute. It's not going to work
We're
out."
busy, baby.
Right.
It don't work like that. I
but
love when people.
I said, "Where do you live?" And she sent me her address. She lives in my neighborhood. And I'm like, "Look, my day just got canceled. I'm on my way into my neighborhood. I can stop by if you're home and I'll take care of it." And then I took care of it.
You tubbed? All right.
I had
Good
a
job.
boy.
You don't have a smelly butt anymore? All right. All right. I'll talk to you later, okay? Close the door, babe. Close the door. Hey.
You got to leave
Family.
this in. This is family.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Love you.
That's real sweet.
Close the door, naked. So you got the milkshake cleaned up.
Dude, that was a beautiful moment.
Yeah. It's good.
So I helped her, and she's going through something in life, and I believe that sometimes we come across certain people that need a little bit of help, and she needed help that day.
Yeah.
And I recommended a book, and that book I know that's going to go along with for her because she was reading another book by the same author.
Which is?
It's The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
And I told her to read A New
Shit
Earth.
gets deep, dude.
Yeah, A New Earth, game changer.
Yeah.
Power Now too. Anyway, so that, and then there
That was the
fights that
highlight of your
day,
week?
and then I went to a kid's party, and then they had really good banana bread and chicken
Yeah.
tenders, and then so it was a pretty eventful day.
It's
Saturday.
great to do things that make you feel good.
Yeah,
You know?
dude, tell me about you.
Sometimes the reward is monetary, but usually the best rewards are not
Right.
monetary. They're spiritual gains.
It was nice helping her out, but it was better that I got to talk to her about personal thing that she's going through, because again, and then maybe we can get into this in another episode, but I feel like sometimes I've been that sounds so egotistical. I know sometimes that I've been around people that really need help and really need some sort of glimmer of light, something to keep them going, because I've been through a lot, but I also have this self-awareness that helps me kind of understand what sometimes people want to hear or need to hear. Sorry, not want to, need to hear in certain moments, because I feel like a lot of the advice that's given out there might just be superficial, but it was a good conversation. There was, we got teary-eyed and stuff, and it was good. And, I trust that she's going to be doing better. But anyway, I mean, enough about me. Your Instagram looked like a movie.
Which part?
I don't know all of it, bro. Every time I click, I'm like, look at this commercial. I'm like, no, that's Andrew in the most beautiful ocean with all of these people that are together for a great cause.
Yeah. So a year ago, started the process working on a documentary for a foundation that puts on an event that's called the Crossing for Cystic Fibrosis. And the whole point of the event is to raise money for the foundation. The foundation's not after finding a cure for the disease, but they're after improving the quality of life for people who have the disease while they're alive.
That's sweet.
Because it is terminal. Some people, their life expectancy is not that of, a normal, person without that diagnosis. So, but yeah, really awesome, really challenging. Like it always looks good, because we post the best parts of our lives, but it was hard.
Was it?
Yeah. It was hard on my body. It was hard mentally, because it was all about, for me, getting uncomfortable doing things that I haven't done before and kind of just figuring it out as I go along, like I've never worked on a full feature documentary before. And we started the process last year. And then on top of that, just the feelings of like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. Then like the whole event got like not ruined, but like ruined,
Last week it did?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I didn't really. My subject, Riley, shared about it. She posted a really cool picture that I got. It's like her like crying on the side of the boat. So it starts off in the dark, right? And the water was rough. Everybody got seasick, coming out of both ends.
Oh no, seasick
and
is
then,
the worst feeling.
Then the sun came up. There was a glimmer of hope, right, that we were going to make it through. Then we got surrounded by thunderstorms. Then we had to relocate. And once you get on the boat, you lose the status of doing the race from beach to beach, which is the whole purpose of what we were hoping to set, what we were hoping to accomplish. So by the time we got away from the storms and got to like a safe location, everyone was like so sick that they were like, we're not getting back in the water now.
I understand.
This was after 30 miles of paddling,
seasickness?
Paddling in the dark, being sick. Yeah. So, and like as a creator, you're like, I mean, it's your job to document the process, but it's like these people are in so much pain that it's like not fun to doc. It's not fun to film it. And I got enough, but at that time we were like, we're done. Like we're hanging this project up and it is what it is. And however it comes out is how it comes out. And then like a couple days after, well, this is probably like yesterday, she was like, we're going again next year. And I'm like, all right.
I'm so glad you just said that.
I'm like, well, wait like another week or two, because you're like feeling like regret right now.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like preparing for a big race or a big whatever. And then like, it's life. You don't always get the results that you want to get,
As a consumer of docs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's great that happened.
Well, yeah,
I know that sucks.
No, that's what makes the story.
Because then like the third time or the next time or the fifth time or whatever, however many times you guys got to do it, it's like look, we're in it.
So it's very hard to have all that camera gear on a boat in open water. Then there's rain, and it's just very risky, And I broke a $2,000 piece of equipment. Which is whatever. I already sent it out for repair. I mean, it is what it is. Last time I was on the boat with her, I broke my camera, which was like a $1,300 repair. So it's like, you just get to the point where you're like, dude,
man,
this is tough. We raised some money, but at the end of the day, I think the most important thing for me is that, having conversations like this with you and everybody asks me about the project. And everybody who asks about the project doesn't know what CF is or what the foundation is. So I'm an advocate by being a bystander and helping with So we raised the money for the film, but we also raised our team, our crew, captains, and everyone who was involved with our little immediate circle on the boat raised. I think it was like 20,000 or something like that. That goes right to the foundation. And that's separate from the money that we raised to just produce the film.
Right.
So all in all, with the advocacy for the foundation and spreading awareness about CF and everything, and then getting to go out there and create for a week. And like, we did do some cool stuff that like we didn't put that like wouldn't go in the film. Like there's this shipwreck out there called the Sapona that we got to jump off of, which is really cool. It's like in the middle of the ocean. We got to swim with nurse sharks and stingrays. You can like feed them little pieces of squid and stuff. So like there were some really nice moments, some really challenging moments, some really emotional moments, and that's just the ride, you know?
That's awesome though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like moments like that in general, especially when it's something that you're really putting a lot of effort into.
Yeah.
When it's challenging, when you're in it, it must feel like there's that voice that says like, just wrap it up. It's okay to go home.
Yeah.
You know?
Just
I mean,
call it.
I know this is some like motivational thing, like you just get up one more rep. Like, it's not a physical thing. It's just you're filming something, and then all of these challenges. But I don't know. I feel like, oh, I was gonna wear the shirt today. Alexander Volkanovski, my favorite fighter, he has this quote that like is the coolest
Adversity,
thing.
something.
Yeah, adversity is a privilege.
Yeah.
And I think that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and as like, so like I wasn't obviously like physically going through what they were going through, but like I was telling them like, look, you have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. You're not getting on the boat. I was saying like, look, if this was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, maybe I just need to shut up and take my own advice, you know?
Have you ever been seasick?
I was like, I just grew up around the water, always on boats and stuff
seasick.
like that. So, I mean, I think I have, but I don't like, I mean, if I just went through what I went through and didn't get sick, then like chances of me getting sick are not likely. I mean, maybe if it's like a really big boat, you know, I don't know.
I've been seasick once.
Yeah.
And I can confidently say this. I don't know what the other one is because I have to think about it, but that was probably top 2 of the most terrible feelings I've ever felt in my entire life.
Yeah, they were like, well, they make these little patches that you can wear, but nobody had them on. And then we had like Zofran and Dramamine and stuff like that, but they were taking it, they were already sick.
Yeah.
So like they would take the medicine and then they would throw up. So it was like, you know, you need to like pre-med. You know?
Yeah, I think people underestimate what happens.
Yeah.
When you get seasick.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember being seasick and I told God in that moment, I'm like, I'm ready to go. Dude, it's a crazy story, but I was like, just
You
fishing.
watch The Sopranos?
I have.
Yeah. I mean, his mom's like, I'm in the beginning, like just rewatching it.
Yeah.
His mom, she's always saying, "Oh, I wish the Lord would take me now." Like that's her thing. Like that's her line, you know?
That's funny. That's basically how I felt. I said, God, I would rather not be here right now.
Yeah.
There was like a bunch of kids that were like between the ages of 5 and 10 next to me, and we're all on the other side of the boat throwing up, and I'm just like this old, like not old guy. I was 24 at the time. They're all kids, and I'm just like, all right, everybody, make sure you go over the water, like into the water. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine.
You know, being away from your house and your family and your routine and all that stuff for like a week or 7 days is a lot, man. You know, so it's good to get home. Like, I also feel like unless I'm here, like at home base and like working and like focus on the business, that like I'm not moving towards my goals, you know? It's like when I'm in another place and I'm like working on a project, it's like that's the sole focus. But like I was working like on my laptop a couple hours a day here and there, but I never feel like I'm really truly like moving forward with the business unless I'm like here at home base. I don't know if that's like a mentality thing or what, but
is that something that bothers you a bit?
Yeah, because I'm like very focused on where I want to go right now, you know? And like when I take away from that, I feel like I always should be doing something or could be doing more, you know? But that's just how I always feel.
You should expand on that a little bit.
Because it's like
figure it out because
it's like not a vacation. Like it's never really a vacation.
It feels like it because the stuff that you're filming takes you places that are vacation.
No, because in my head I'm just worried about everything else. It's because like just because I'm somewhere doesn't mean that everyone stops emailing or texting or calling about you know whatever. And I have like a handful of like clients that are very important to me, and it's important for me to be responsive and like maintain the relationship and do all that stuff. And they all knew where I was and knew what I was doing. But like I still would like. I was on phone calls. I was doing this. I was doing that. And maybe that's another reason why I felt like sometimes I was like just not focused on, why I was there, But I'm just not at a place where I can turn everything else off yet.
This is that part, man. This is that hard part where people don't make it past to like the other side of their dream, It's like I have to focus on telling this story and making this beautiful film, but like I also have to operate my business at the same time. Not easy. No.
But I did it. I made it through, and I got home and like it's It's great to like get home and then like just sit in the office for 8 hours and just work and just like,
you look forward to working on the business as much as working in it.
Yeah. More. Yeah. Because I can't get caught in the trap of trading time for money. I'll never get to where I want to go. Yeah. And like recently I feel like that's kind of, where things are, which is okay. I'm like figuring it out as I go along.
Lulls, you go through phases.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I also just feel like I'm never going to get really truly wealthy with doing what I've been doing for the past couple of years.
That's where I think you and I, we live in that in that space where like, all right, the stuff that we like to do, again, you have this passion, right? And I don't know how wealthy you want to be, but that thought of that's like, I don't know if I can be super wealthy doing what I do right now.
Yeah.
Like I got to figure out a way to make it so.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're so like hard on ourselves when you're not like, when you are at work and then because of maybe the location that you're at makes you feel a little bit guilty. Like you should be in an office grinding away with some freaking, with a couple zins in your lips and going away with locked in. Right.
Yeah. But I think also like, I am doing that, like, and I am locked in, but like my brain is telling me like, yo, you're not, like, you're not there. That like, people want to like just chill and shit, and I'm just like, I'm not there. Like, I can't chill because I'm not there. I just feel like I'm not there.
Too much testosterone, dude.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, people want to go on vacation and shit, right? They want to go out. They want to go out to dinners. They want to do this. You're broke. You're broke. You fucking going out to dinner, drinking martinis and shit. You're fucking broke.
The people that are doing that are
that's what I'm saying.
Choosing that over the work. That's why.
And that's another thing I realized, like, while I was on this trip, was that like, I don't know, dude. I'm just built different.
Yeah. You are.
And I'm not saying that in like a cocky or like an overconfident type of way, but like,
you are.
I'm also like, I was a lot older than a lot of the people I was around, I guess too, which is like another thing. It's like everybody's at where they're at, like it's okay, but like, I'm maybe 39 in September, right? When you're with people like in their mid 20s, like everything's a joke.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't have time to giggle, fuck around. Like I love to have a good time. Like this is fun for me.
Yeah.
And we're sharing and we're learning and we're hopefully maybe helping someone else and putting value out there. But just like, yeah, that's the title of this episode, bro. We're not on vacation.
We're not there yet.
There's no vacation mode. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to go Saturday, you want to go somewhere with the family, whatever. I get that, but like.
I know what you mean. I went on. I told you I went on a little weekender with my family, right?
Yeah, we do that every couple of months too.
The whole time, there was just that I can't be chilling right now because we stayed through Monday, and Monday was still part of the vacation, and I just remember like waking up at 4 a.m. on that Monday, and then I'm not going to my pool deck. I'm not going to the gym.
Yeah,
I'm just at this hotel, like kind of locked in there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't even enjoy my time off sometimes. Yeah. And that's something that I have, like, we have to physically work on that because even when you do become wealthy or wealthier, because you are wealthy, but like when you get to that next number, you're going to feel the same way, bro.
Yeah.
I think guys like us, that's why we're built different, is that it's never enough. And I think that is something that might not be healthy, but it might be also a dysfunction that creates a high performing, causes a high performing person to be successful.
Yeah.
But
good point.
Because once you get to that point, like you're going to be like, well, if I did that much, I can do more. Right. Yeah. And then you're never really going to enjoy your vacation because you're going to thinking about grow. So it's like, it's hard. It's something I don't have an answer for, but I feel like that we
don't need an answer.
We don't need an answer. We're along for the ride, but I haven't been able to enjoy a vacation truly. Like I have, even though I'll put my phone on do not disturb, my business phone and I just put them away and I'll like leave them.
Yeah.
It's like,
However, the one good thing about a service-based business
mm-hmm.
is that, like, if you are away, like, for you, I guess you could be like scheduling appointments and closing sales, right? Like that's what you focus on while you're away.
That's the part to
Yeah.
me. That's the hardest part about my job. The showing up to clean the cars is the easy part. It's the other,
Yeah.
it's everything else besides the actual
Yeah.
labor. That to me is like the mentally exhausted.
Yeah, like you can't ever turn that part off. Like I'm like looking at, like, my phone's on do not disturb, but I left my freaking computer on over here, so I could see the text, coming in, because we were just working on something
Right.
with a guy who's getting inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, which is really cool. But yeah,
Oh man, we
quick
can talk about that after. That's
I mean, by the time this sees the light of day, I mean, it's pivot. What do you do in your life when you have a situation or something comes up and you're unsure of what to do?
God. Talk to God.
Uh-huh.
Because I know ultimately, no matter what I do to get the right answer, I know I've talked about this message. I know no matter what, I'm gonna get to, the where I'm supposed to go, wherever that thing that's stressing me out that I don't know what to do, I'm gonna get to the right choice.
Yeah.
If I just let it happen, right?
So like you don't force it.
No, I mean, yes, at the beginning, but then when I really when I feel the stress is too much and you're like, oh, dude, you got to pray, like go outside, figure it out, like go talk to God. And then dude, if I didn't have my relationship with God the way that I do now, I think things would be a little bit or a lot different for me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of what I realize is the more that I just trust that it's going to be okay and God's got it, the less I stress out about things because they just eventually work themselves out.
Yeah.
And that's truly what I do.
I think the reason why I asked you that question, because my answer is a little similar, but it's when I don't know what to do, I don't do anything. I don't make a decision, or I just let it.
Let go and let God.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if you're a good person, and I think if you do believe in God, and I know you could probably find 12 other clips from all the episodes we've done of me saying the same exact thing. I think if you just let go and just leave it alone and just trust in your higher power, your divine intelligence, whatever it is, the right thing is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, like, for example, with the CF, the thing that you're working on, I think that it's all part of it.
Yeah, that's why I say don't commit to like saying, "Oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that." I'm like, just let it air out. Yeah. And see what comes up.
Lil Wayne has a song. It's my favorite song by him out of like his 1,000 songs, called "Let It All Work Out."
Yeah, is that on the Carter 3?
It is not. It is on. I think it's on the Carter 4.
He's got a lot of Carters.
Yes, he
just
does.
came out with another one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
the guy's crazy.
I was thinking the other day, right? Every day I go to the gym, I use my watch and it will track like, heart rate, calories, and then like a time, right? And my workouts on average are between like 50 and like 65 minutes, and like, it's regular.
That's solid.
Maybe a little bit long, but like I only go like 3 or 4 days a week. So I was thinking in my head, and I was going to post about it, but I was just like, I didn't want to sound like a dick or whatever, but it's like people want the results, right? They want to be in good shape. They want their body to be a certain, whatever it is, but they're just not willing to do
the work.
50 minutes of exercise 4 times a week, And I'm just thinking in my head, I was like, damn, like how can people go through their lives and just not care enough about themselves to invest that chunk of time into their well-being?
I mean, I went through a phase in my life where I didn't.
I think we all did, but you get to a point where it's like...
Now it's like, you have to have that in your life to feel normal, I think to be successful too.
Yeah.
You have to take care of this machine that you're in,
Yeah.
I think it's so important, and You're so right about that. What you were saying is like something you just made me laugh because like sometimes I want to post something, but then I end up thinking about it too much, and
Yeah.
then I just don't post it at all.
Yeah. I don't want to sound like a
I don't. Yeah.
Honestly, that's my biggest issue with social media is that I just can't get over what other people are going to think. And that's such a disservice to everybody who follows me and everything that I'm trying to do. I just need to post, I just need to post more. I need to post stuff, It's like I'm a video guy, video business, But like, I think there's like this like little, I don't know, like there's this like wall or something that's like, don't let people really into what's really going on. Even though most of the stuff that's going on is good stuff.
I think
because I consume so much. Because I'm on Instagram a lot for like clients. So I see people doing what I want to do. Like I see them with the energy that I have and they can pull out their phone and just record it. And it's just like, it's so attractive because like, to me, that's who they really are, And for me, I don't know, there's just like a blockage where it's like why wouldn't I share that shit about the workouts? Like taking care of my body and like optimizing my hormones and like looking at my blood work and like doing all that stuff. It played a huge role in the past few years of my really developing myself into like the best version of myself that I feel like I can be. So why would I be like hesitant to share that?
Oh man,
I'm not looking for an answer.
No.
I think I'm just speaking.
But this is a great
thinking
thing.
out loud.
No, because I feel the same exact way, which is
like
why I don't post anymore.
It's like I don't have anything to fight.
I think it's our egos.
Damn,
it's our egos for sure.
We need to leave them at the door. Do we need to make a pact to like do something like once a week or something? Or
I'll post on the weekends. I have to stay off of social media.
Let's write it down right now.
But I do think it's our ego. It's your ego. It's your ego being worried about what people are gonna say.
Yeah. 100%.
And honestly, the people that are gonna say anything, they're it
doesn't matter.
They're not going to.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's make a commitment.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it on Saturdays or Sundays?
Saturdays.
Saturdays. Okay. So on Saturdays, we have to do one story post.
Okay.
About something that's immediately happening, like whatever is going on in your day, like. Put up the phone and be like, I'm at the fucking trampoline park with my kids and they're driving me crazy. And it's like, does anyone else fucking kids drive them crazy on Saturday?
You want to leave make it a interactive one?
It could be anything. Like that. So I'm saying one story post with whatever immediately is going on at the day, at any point in the day.
Okay.
Right. So Saturday story post.
All right.
And then I also think Saturday story. I also think that we should post a reel, same style, filmed, but it has to be about something that happened throughout the week that you either learned something or that maybe somebody else could, like whatever. So for me, for this week, I would say, so I had this client, they kind of fell off like a month ago. I had it on my to-do list to call this client. They called me before I called them after I wrote it on the list. They called me before I called them. And
quantum entanglement.
Yes, exactly. It's total alignment. And then that day that they called me, I ended up with them a few hours later. And then the next day. And now this is leading to another opportunity. Right? So it's like, that's a video.
That is.
So that would be like a reel.
Just write it down.
That's a reel.
Yeah.
And for you, it could be, whatever. You get the concept, right?
I get the concept.
Okay, so Saturday story. So, but it'll be the story and the reel have to be posted on the same day.
Okay.
So the reel will be like whatever. It could be something that happened on Tuesday, or whatever. But the story is real time. Something right in the day, just quick.
Story in the moment.
Open the phone, just boom, 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 boom. But the reel. Something that happened during the week, maybe value-based or like situational-based or whatever. Saturday story and then Saturday.
I don't know why that's making me a little nervous.
Right? Right?
Yeah. So
Saturday reel.
While you're doing that.
Week recap. I'm just going to put week recap, but it's like, it has to be something that happened during the week that like means something. Because we all have those moments.
Yeah.
You just don't share them, which is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
You know, like that little story that I just shared. That's a cool little tidbit, right?
That's amazing.
Because when you write things down and you're intentional about what you're going to do for the day, things will just.
Man, dude, I was writing stuff down at some point last year.
I love these field notebooks.
I have these notepads, and I had them everywhere. There's these pages, and they started driving me nuts. And I just started looking at them, and I found my daughter. My daughter started copying me, and she wrote down her like daily task, like what she's gonna do in the morning.
Wow.
And I found it, and I'm like, oh. I put it up, and I taped it up for myself to look at her little handwriting, and like I inspired her to do that, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
And when I was writing stuff down, just like that, more serendipities, things like that started happening, where I would write things that I needed to happen or needed to do, and somehow they just started like falling. Like I started checking them off before I even got to them because of stuff like that. It's
great.
That stuff's amazing.
We're starting this week, by the way.
Starting this week, Saturday.
Yeah. It's Wednesday right now, so. Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I feel like that was a great conversation. I mean, is there anything else? Do you have any burning desires that you want to share about?
No. Yes. No. I'm just thinking.
Those are the only things that I had written down, because I was thinking about that. It was that like, what do you do when you're unsure of what to do, and then like people wanting results but not willing to put in the work. I also put like business, body, like personal fitness. So like, you know.
Yeah,
those were things that I was thinking about this week, you know.
So I guess since last time we recorded, because I remember I was telling you that I was going through like a kind of like a low period.
Yeah, with health stuff.
Health stuff, because I was on a bender of eating, right? And just this week, like I started locking in more like a protein heavy food, like not like cut out the majority of the carbs, or at least the bad carbs. Mm-hmm. And my mental clarity just from doing that is so much different. I feel so much better.
Good, I'm glad.
So if I have a little tidbit of advice for anyone that's going through something physically, or they're going through a low, or they're depressed, just like tomorrow, or just whatever you're doing right now, just for the rest of the day, either fast and only drink water, or eat the best quality food possible that you can, and try to just be like proteins or greens or something that's not like a carb. Mm-hmm. And just check in with us and tell me that I'm not right about how much better you're going to feel. You don't have to do anything else. Just change the way that you're going to eat for the next like 12 hours. And that alone makes a big difference in your mental clarity, which then that makes you want to do more things, like the working out and then everything else.
We're trying to cut all products out of our house with dyes.
It's so hard.
Because one of Jen's friends was like, I stopped giving my kid like shit with dye in it, and their behavior is so much better.
We cut the dye at our house too, but then there's other shit that's just hard.
Yeah.
You know, but chipping away at it.
Yeah, we used to do the Pedialyte pops, so now we got some other popsicle that's like all natural. It doesn't have dyes, and like they love them just the same, and it's like 10 times better for them.
Yeah.
So, well, we're not nutritionists, but we're just out here trying our best, you know.
Yeah, I know. We're just
all right. We're gonna wrap it up there, man.
Hey,
great conversation, man.
Great.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, man, I love you. All right.